So I have seen some videos lately on books that people talk about the fact that book titles or chapter titles, or even like the introduction to the book, can be a complete spoiler. And they were debating that on one of the channels. And I was thinking to myself just briefly as I'm scrolling through and thinking, I'm looking at my books and, I'm thinking, no, I don't really think that I've had any books that really just spoiled it for me until until I literally was just reading this trilogy. And I'm going to tell you first, I enjoyed it. I finished it. I gave it a 4-star, 3.75 star. Like, I did enjoy it, but I do feel like from the very first word of the very first title of the very first synopsis sentence that you pretty much knew what was going to happen after that. So have you read The Ash Princess by Lara Sebastian? It's a trilogy. So we have The Ash Princess. And I'm just going to tell you because it's what's on the book. In a land without a queen, the princess must rise. So what do you think is going to happen? Yeah, that's what it's about. Like, I was kind of like, so there were no shockers. There were no big plot twists. It was like, yup, the princess is gonna rise. Okay. So there's the details of the story. There's how her land that doesn't have a queen became the land without a queen. It has, some brutality and some ugliness and some having to survive and some having to escape and having to trust or not trust people. There is a lot going on, but I knew how it was going to end. It tells you right there how it's going to end. Okay. Well, then there's book 2 in the trilogy. Lady Smoke, freedom comes at a price. Freedom comes at a price. Okay, so you see how the first one ended, then there's her fight for freedom for sure, fight for her freedom, other people's freedom, her people's freedom. Definitely. This one was a little less of a spoiler. This series though too has title headings. Every title heading talks about what's in the chapter. One is called trust. They all do mean something for the chapter. And it was a little spoilery. Not as bad as the first book, but a little spoilery. Okay. Then you get the last installment of this trilogy. From the ashes, the queen will rise. Ember Queen. You pretty much know what's going to happen. I pretty much knew what was going to happen. I mean, again, there's plot twists that I did enjoy. Okay, there's a lot that I enjoyed with this whole trilogy. I loved, there's another, love triangle. There is some really fun side characters. There is some really fun, the world building, the magic system. It's all really fun. It was worth the read. Okay, it's worth the read. I totally read it pretty quick and did enjoy it. But I knew how it was going to end. I knew how the first book was going to end. Maybe not the second one as much, but you know how this third book's going to end. And that is a little bit like, maybe we could have done better with that. Maybe we could have just thought, let's not give the whole book away with the title. Maybe let's not. Maybe let's make them work for it and think about it and have to figure it out for themselves. Like, is that just me? Is it just me? I have not read too many books. I personally don't have too many series that have done this to me the way this one has. It was definitely unique. It was definitely it was not my norm. But you get all three of those, and you're pretty much are going to know how the series at least ends and what the main premise is. There's not a lot of guesswork. There's not a lot of trying to figure it out. There's not a lot of having to use your brain. You know how this is going to end. That's not even a spoiler because they spoiled it for you in the titles. So I would love to know. I would really, really love to know. Have you read any other series where you're just like, there's a that hello, like have you? Or is it just I haven't read too many. I have not read too many, but this is just funny because I literally just was reading this, finished this, and was like, well, okay, yeah, I saw that coming, but it was still there was some good plots, some good twists, definitely worth reading. I do highly recommend it, but you know, it is what it is. There you go. Please tell me if you have any others that are like this that I should read or that I should avoid. I'd love to know. I really like recommendations. And these did come recommended, and they are fun, and you can enjoy them for what they are, pure entertainment, but don't get too caught up on how it ends because you pretty much know. See you next time.